Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking ahead, way ahead, to the future of professional development,
The future.
and more importantly, what it means for you. To help us navigate this, we've got some seriously insightful predictions and recommendations straight from,
Straight from the source.
yeah, from an educator who's been in the field for over 20 years. So we're not talking about some, you know,
Pie in the sky, futuristic.
exactly pie-in-the-sky futurism.
Yeah.
This is grounded in real experience.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so
let's unpack this. What are some of the big takeaways that jumped out at you?
well, the one that really hit me was this emphasis on moving away from that generic training. Like
Yeah.
the death of the one-size-fits-all approach.
Oh, yeah. You know those training sessions where you just felt like you were checking a box?
Tell me about it.
Not very effective. But what's interesting is what the expert sees replacing that. It's this move towards,
Oh, it's like hyper-personalized learning.
yeah, hyper-personalized.
Yeah, and all powered by AI and data analytics. Like, imagine a system that designs a learning path just for you,
Based on
based on your skills, your goal.
even your learning style.
Right. So you're not wasting time on stuff you already know or stuff that's not relevant.
Okay, I'm with you so far. But how would this work practically? Like, would this change how we even search for jobs?
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. If learning is tailored and skills are broken down into these.
Tiny little micro-credential.
Exactly. So instead of applying for a job based on like a broad job title.
You're highlighting very specific skills.
Yeah. So it could change how companies recruit and how we market ourselves.
Wow. So it's not just the learning itself, it's how it gives you career advantages.
100%. And this leads right into the rise of immersive tech.
Like VR and AR.
Exactly. VR and AR.
Okay, I have to admit that sounds pretty futuristic. How would that even work in professional development?
Well, imagine honing your skills in a VR environment. Like, what if you could.
Visualize complex systems.
Yeah. Yes. Or think about practicing presentations, even high-stakes negotiations, but in AR.
So you can get feedback without...
Without real-world consequences. It's a total game changer, especially for those hands-on skills or high-pressure situations.
That's wild. But even without VR and AR, there's already been a huge boom in those online platforms
Like webinars, virtual classrooms.
MOOCs. So no matter where you are, you can keep learning.
And they're only getting more sophisticated and easier to access.
So true. But it does make me think, everything's changing so fast. How can we keep up? What I learned just 5 years ago might already be outdated.
Right, and that's why this expert is emphasizing the importance of lifelong learning. The future of professional development isn't about
Getting one degree
and being done, yeah. It's
Yeah.
about constantly adapting, learning new skills,
becoming a...
lifelong learner.
It's not about degrees. It's about always adding new tools to your toolbox.
Exactly, and that's where those micro-credentials and digital badges come in.
Because you can prove you're keeping up.
Yes. They let you quickly learn specific skills and then show off your expertise, like a constantly updated resume.
It's like leveling up in a video game.
Yeah.
But the expert doesn't stop there. They also talk about something called holistic development. So what does that mean exactly?
Well, it means recognizing that technical skills are important,
Yeah, obviously.
but they're only one part of the picture.
So the so-called soft skills.
Right. Things like communication, emotional intelligence, and leadership, those are becoming crucial in today's world.
So even if you're super technically skilled, if you can't communicate, you hit a ceiling.
Definitely. And what's interesting is that the expert links holistic development to well-being. Like, mental health should be part of professional development.
Oh, that makes sense. If you're stressed and burnt out all the time, you can't learn or grow.
Right. It's understanding that well-being is both a personal and professional matter.
And that investing in well-being actually benefits the employer, too.
Makes employees more productive and engaged.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of important topics, the expert also highlights DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is that such a key part of the future of professional development?
Because we need workplaces where everyone feels valued and respected.
And can contribute.
Right, contribute their talents. That means addressing those systemic barriers and creating truly inclusive environments.
And this has implications for how we design professional development programs, right?
For sure. It's not just adding a DEI training, it's weaving it into the core of professional development itself,
So opportunities are accessible to everyone.
regardless of their background.
Okay, I'm really liking what I'm hearing. But it seems like a massive undertaking. How do we make all of this happen? It's got to be a huge collaborative effort.
You're telling me. This expert emphasizes collaboration between educators, industry leaders, and policymakers. Everyone has to work together.
to make sure curricula match the demands of the workplace.
Exactly. We need a bridge between education and the real world.
And one way to do that is through those public-private partnerships.
Right. Those can bring resources and expertise together to fund innovative programs, broaden access.
Especially for underrepresented communities.
Yeah, it's all about breaking down silos and working together to create a system that works for everyone.
That's a great way to put it. It's exciting to think about these changes transforming not just individual careers, but the entire landscape of professional development.
It really is.
So